2018 Tampa Bay Lightning had the best regular season of all time, without question. They dropped a staggering 62 wins in the regular season. Inside the cap era, this is absolutely unbelievable. Don't tell that to the Columbus Blue Jackets. But in all seriousness, what the Tampa Bay Lightning did in that year was pretty unbelievable. Just for the simple fact that hockey, out of the four major sports in North America, it pertains to the most luck that you need to win a game. If you think about it, hockey is the only sport where they do changes on the fly. In basketball, you have to wait for a whistle. In football, you have to wait. But in hockey, you're changing guys on the fly. Another thing that you have to remember in the NHL is that there's a salary cap. And that is another thing that makes the Tampa Bay Lightning so unbelievable. They managed to go over the salary cap. Hockey really is one of those sports, seriously, where a goaltender can steal you a game as well. These are all major contributing factors to why hockey is the hardest sport to win a game and win a 7-game series. So then I got to thinking myself, is it possible for a team to even go 82-0? Okay, so now we're into our first test, and this is what I was saying. We have Nathan MacKinnon, Connor McDavid, and Patrick Kane on our first line. That gives us the +3 chemistry on top of their 90 overalls. So this line should be ridiculous for us. Going into the second line, we have Artemi Panarin, Sidney Crosby, and David Pastrnak again at +3. So that actually makes Crosby a 96, Panarin a 94, and Pasta a 94 as well. Third line is Ovi, Draisaitl, and Marner with the +1, so not as good, but still they have the overalls to make up for it. And on the fourth line, we have Brad Marchand, Anze Kopitar, and Patrice Bergeron. I wanted to make a defensive line for our last line. I wanted them to just keep the puck out of net, and 2 Selke winners, it should help out a little bit. For our defense, we have Victor Hedman and Drew Doughty on our first pair, both 91 overalls with the +1 overall. Thomas Chabot and John Carlson with the +3 overall. Chabot's our worst defenseman, but that +3 is going to boost him and boost John Carlson, who is good offensively. And then for our third defensive pairs, Roman Josi and Alex Pietrangelo. It's solid all the way through, all 90s, nothing below it. And for our goaltender, we have Andrei Vasilevsky and Connor Hellebuck. For our power play, it is Ovi, McDavid, Patrick Kane, Drew Doughty, and Nathan MacKinnon. The reason I put Drew Doughty there is to get the +3 chemistry rather than the +1 chemistry. He just helps out a lot more than anybody else. For the penalty kill, we have Crosby, Marchand, Hedman, Doughty, and then Kopitar, McKinnon, Josi, and Carlson. So what I did was take all the best players from the NHL today, all the current stars, anyone above like 90 overall is now on this team, and the goal is to see if they can go 82-0. If anyone could do it, it's got to be them, right? So now we'll simulate through. I'm just going to go until we get our first loss, and then that is when I'll just sim to the end of the year, and then we'll see what we can do based on that and see our end of the year record. And there goes our first loss against the Toronto Maple Leafs. So already 5 games into the year, we lost our first game. Nathan MacKinnon has 19 points, unreal. But let's go check the Toronto Maple Leafs roster versus our roster. Toronto Maple Leafs roster is obviously very good, but to have a 79, 81, and 80 when we have all 90s on every single line, their defense is so weak compared to ours. That's just how this game goes. I mean, the game, sometimes you just don't get the right sim, and that's what happens. So now we're at the end of the year, and as you can see, the Pittsburgh Penguins finished with a 63-15-4 record. So we just barely beat the Tampa Bay Lightning record from a couple years ago, even with these ridiculous stars on our team. As you can see, Nathan MacKinnon put up 138 points, McDavid 123, Patrick Kane 115. Alright fellas, it's a brand new day, and I got some good news, and I got some bad news. Good news is, I just ate a bowl full of noodles, like these Chinese fucking noodles. They were delicious. Other good news, I got a bev. Bad news, I gotta fucking shit. I gotta shit, and I don't know when it's coming, so I might have to interrupt this and leave soon. But anyway, here go our lines. We got Alex Ovechkin, Wayne Gretzky, and Lafleur, and then we have Connor McDavid, Mario Lemieux, and Gordie Howe running the second line. Get a little bit of everything. Third line, we got Peter Forsberg, Mark Messier, and Beliveau. Fourth line, we got Hall, Crosby, and Richard. We got the Rocket playing the fourth line. I mean, it's a pretty ridiculous top four here. And then for our defense, we got Nick Lidstrom, Paul Coffey, Larry Robinson, John Carlson, Chris Pronger, and Ray Borg. In goal, we got Patrick Waugh with Plant. You know, this is where we should dominate the absolute fuck out of teams. Our power play, Mario Lemieux, Wayne Gretzky, Connor McDavid, Paul Coffey, and Alex Ovechkin. We got the +5 chemistry as well, so I think everybody but Ovi and Paul Coffey will be a 99. Paul Coffey and Ovi will be a 98 on the power play, so that we should light every team the fuck up. Listen, I'm not one to get on people about their looks either, but fucking Guy Lafleur needs a new fucking haircut. I mean, Jesus Christ. My lord, Peter Forsberg's a fucking man rocket. Obviously, what I went for in this team is legends and the better players from today's game. It's mostly legends, but we also got guys like Crosby, McDavid, Ovechkin, guys like that in there to really help us out, because they simulate very well in this game. Just like last time, I'm going to show you the simulation up until the first loss, and then after that, I'll just simulate to the end of the season, and then give you that from there. 6-3, 5-3, starting out pretty good, a couple of wins. Oh, fucking shit popping up in my... And there we go, again, the same team we lost to last time, 5 games in. That game against Toronto, we just can't beat them for some reason. Even an all-time Legends team can't get past that same fucking Toronto Maple Leafs team. Yeah, Austin Matthews doesn't want to score fucking 7 in a 7-game series, but he can definitely score against an all-legend team. That's fucking wonderful. Some good bev. Okay, so we've hit the end of the year and we went 73-8-1. We're not at that 82-0 just yet. I still do have a couple tricks up my sleeve. Wayne Gretzky absolutely demolished the league. 145 points playing alongside Mario Lemieux. Connor McDavid hits the 94 assist mark and gets 138 points, and Alexander Ovechkin gets 129 points. It just seems like they had too much playmaking, not enough goal scoring. Even with guys like fucking Ovi somehow. Ovi don't even fucking pass the puck. Look at him. Alright, so the fucking stupidest shit ever just happened to me. So, you know, I understand not going 82-0, you know, things like that. But we just played a 7-game series against Tampa Bay, and usually I wouldn't show you this. I just sim through to see if they will win or lose. Last time they won, but this time we lost in 7 games in the first round to the Tampa Bay Lightning. I don't think I can make a team better than this. We have a +5 chemistry on the first line, +3 on the second, +1 on third, and +1 on fourth. All 99s everywhere on defense, +1, +5, +1. Goaltending, 299 goalies. Power play is +5. So, if they can't get it done, man, we're running out of options. I'm gonna take a random fucking guess and say Joe NHL gets our... Dude, oh, this team, we lost! How the hell did we lose the second game? How did we just lose the second... We have our 99s! We have our 99s! It took me 4 hours to put this team together! I was sitting there for 4 hours making these players! 4 hours! Oh my god! Our team goes 74-4-4. I don't know if that's better than our last record. It's gotta be fucking close. But what I'm pissed about is the fact that that took me fucking 4 hours and it really did nothing for us. It did nothing. Like, the hard work, the dedication, you guys don't understand. I'm just sitting here, oh yeah, fucking Jay Beagle. Yeah, he's much better than my whole fucking team, apparently. This game hates me, EA Sports hates me, everything hates me, I hate my life, and we win the Stanley Cup. The Joe NHLs have done it. But, we still have one more thing that we can try out. I'll see you guys in another 6 hours. if I'm not dead by then.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Okay, so before I even begin the next test, let me tell you guys, I just spent probably 5 to 6 hours on this next one. I hate my life. I really don't enjoy it. I put so much time and so much effort into this whole video, this whole thing. Like, when I say that it took me 5 hours, like, most people would be like, kidding. No, I'm actually being serious. It took me 5 hours. And here's what I did. I'm showing you the lines for the Anaheim Ducks, and here they go. Look, you can look at it. I did this for every single team. Every single team has a 64 or below. No team is above 64 overall. You guys don't understand how long this actually took. I had to take the players from all the other leagues, like the Liga, like the Champions League, all those things, and all the worst players I took and I put them in the NHL. And it took me forever. I ran into a problem afterwards where then teams were starting to sign the NHL players back to their teams, so I had to make sure every roster had 50 contracts. I went through so much pain in doing this. And like I said, so the whole rest of the league is 64 or below, and then our team is straight 99s across the board. +5 chemistry on the first line, +5 chemistry on the second line, +1 third, +1 fourth. The defense has a +5 chemistry on the first line, +1 on the second, and +1 on the third. Our goaltenders are both 99 overall. If we can't do it, I will be highly disappointed. If we lose in our first game, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. You guys will hear me flip my shit. Also, I got some potato salad in front of me. I got some pulled pork. I'm gonna be enjoying that as well. But that will be after I'm done simming. So we're gonna simulate through, and guys, seriously, like I said, this is probably the best possible option at doing this. If for some reason it doesn't happen, I am not making everyone else in the league a 36 overall. I refuse to do it. I just can't do it. It would be too much on me. I would, I don't know if I'd be able to handle it. If we don't do it here, I don't know if it's possible. I really don't. I mean, making everybody a 36 would be way too hard. They're starting off great, 24-0. Come on, fellas. I mean, we're beating the shit out of every team, too. It's not even like they're... Dude, the Islanders give us problems. I mean, like... 3-0 win against the Kings. They held us. They must have had a hot goalie. Oh, come on, boys. Come on, boys. Just stay in it, fellas. We're 42-0, halfway point of the year. Come on, fellas. And we're still winning games. Oh my god. I can't wait to see who has the most points on our team as well. There might be some ridiculous point totals. We're still doing it. 54-0, 55-0. Oh my goodness. This would be worth it. If they do it, this would be worth it. Buyer at the trade deadline. We'll continue simming. We're just not even going to go into that. 20-0 against Columbus. Oh, 66-0. Come on, fellas. We're going to lose the last game. I just know it. I just know we are going to lose the last game of the year, and this will be all for nothing, and I'm just going to cry myself to sleep. Come on, boys. 77, 78, 79, 80. One more game! Let's go! 82-0! We did it, finally! It only took me about 20 years of my time. Holy shit, he almost broke Wayne Gretzky's record! He had 159 assists, 201 points. Holy fuck! Look at the plus minuses of these guys. 201 points for a defenseman. We had 2 defensemen drop over 170 points. Alright, let's see what they can do in the playoffs. We win 3 games in a row. If they can sweep through the playoffs too, this would be all worth it. Completely. Without question worth it. Going up against Carolina. Game 4. And we take it. If any team beats us, it really is just a miracle. Oh, 4-1 against Tampa. That was a closer one. Alright, just one more series to go. The Stanley Cup Final. Oh man, can they do it? Can they do it? This is fucking delicious, this pulled pork sandwich. Fellas, this is your time to go get yourself a pulled pork sandwich. Shutout streak, 44 games? He He shut out people 44 games in a row! Time winding down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The first team in NHL history to complete a perfect season. The Joe NHLs have done it. Oh, that's a good bev. That's a good bev. I deserve that bev. Yeah, lift that. Hoist it. Yeah! That's for me! For Sally Center! Woo! So we won pretty much every single award. The Norris, the Hart, the Lady Byng, the Calder, the Conn Smythe. But not the Vezina. Like, how did we not win? And we didn't even win Coach of the Year. But how did we not win the Vezina? My goalie won 50 games, had 34 shutouts, a .917 save percentage, and a .38 goals against average. You can even make the case that my backup goalie could have won the Vezina too. He had 32 wins, a .938 save percentage, and a .34 goals against average. Chicago's goalie didn't even have a good year. He had 39 wins, and then he had 6 shutouts with a .912 and a 2.48 goals against average. How the hell did this guy win it? How? It don't even make sense. Let me get a RIP in the chat for Joe NHL for having the best goalie season of all time and nobody even blinking an eye. So the final verdict is, yeah, I mean, you can make an 82-0 team, but it's going to take you 11 to 12 hours to do it. You're going to have to make the 99 overall players, the best players to ever play the game, for a full roster, and then you have to make the whole rest of the league 60 overall. It took me for fucking ever. I went insane doing this, and I was like, I got too far into the video where I was like, it's already edited most of the way. I was like, I can't fucking stop. And that's going to be the end of the video, guys. I appreciate you for stopping by. Please like and subscribe. I mean, this one took me fucking hours beyond hours. I lost my mind. I'm sitting here. I finally get to relax. I finally just get to chill out. I appreciate you guys for watching, though. If you made it this far, thank you. See you in the next one. Peace.